Okay, we are back for the part 2, and it's been a couple days, so I don't even remember where we were. But thanks to a helpful comment we got, just hopefully know that I know how to slap that onto the video right here. We now know that this is a large game with reportedly around 160 stars. So I've decided that instead of just like randomly exploring like I have been, I'm going to take a more systematic approach. So let's start by looking around, see if things are different. I think this one used to have an extra life. We got a door on the side of the castle. That's different. And then what looks like I think that's the area behind the castle with So I think geographically that would be the area where the booze, like remember the courtyard with all the booze where you go into the Boo Mansion level? I think that's where that would be. So that's kind of interesting. I wonder if we can go get to it from here. Yeah. It's a weird jumping noise. Okay, let's see where this door goes real quick, and then we'll come back outside. Because we want to be systematic. Okay, so 3 more doors, I think. This looks too interesting to not explore. I'm gonna zoom out the camera a tad. Is this where we came from? It's not right. Oh! Okay, we've been here. So, things are connecting. This is where you go when you die, right? So, now we know that dying sends us to, I guess, just underneath the castle. Okay, let me see if I can get back. Wait, what's this way? Oh, shoot. Okay, yeah. This is where we came in. Kind of sure. Yes, okay. So we had this 3-door area. Let's just look at the other doors just to see. Okay, looks like we got another stage. Wow. That looks kind of eerie. I don't know why, but this just giving me a weird vibe. Oh! Vanish cap switch. Yes! Okay, so this made actual progress in the game. Now we have those like where there's like an outline of those boxes. So I'm guessing this used to be outlined. There was nothing there. So now we know we have just made actual progress in the game. Holy. Okay, yeah, you're throwing this. Okay, we got another vanish cap switch. You know what? I just realized I'm not wearing my headphones, so let me pause the recording real quick. Okay, so despite technical difficulties, I'm going to persevere with the commentary track. Okay, so we managed to get back to the point where we have the vanish cap, and here I think I realized that you can get the 100-star coin in basically, I guess, every stage where you can get coins. So that really opens up the amount of stars available. So not satisfied with that star, I of course go off to explore other things. And the game tricks me by locking me in this door, or locking me in this room. So I think I'm stuck here with no way to get out, so I think I eventually just fast travel out. Yeah, so then I think I want to go back out to check it out again. So now we're exploring this courtyard and we find this nice gold statue of Toad. Yes, he runs the place now. But more importantly than Toad, while we're here we see an old pal Yoshi. So Yoshi tells us some interesting stuff, and he gives us our first goal, which is to get 10 stars. He says, at 10 stars, you might see the world shift in front of your eyes if you look up inside the castle. So that's giving us our first hint on what to do. Then he also says you can go into Luigi mode by pressing L, which is definitely the best feature of this game. So far, at least. I don't think there's any difference in Luigi's controls, so I'm pretty sure for the rest of the game I'm just going to play as Luigi. So I go back to this area because Yoshi told me that if I go in there I will explore my deepest fears. Which, of course, I immediately have to do. Here we have a classic infinite hallway. But it turns out it's not so infinite. We see a little prize at the end, so we gotta go for it. Also, I'm pretty sure there's spooky music here, which sadly I don't have any audio of. So just imagine this whole thing super spooky. Maybe next episode I'll go back to this place just to demonstrate. So I see a pit here, a little pit with 2 fires and a sign. So this is pretty interesting. The sign has got some pretty meta stuff going on. I'm honestly a little bit concerned this is going to become a metaphor for depression or something. Which, I would not really vibe with. Like, that would be kind of tacky. Nonetheless, we must press ahead. Every pit must be explored. And it just takes us back to the castle. So it looks like we've conquered our deepest fears without too much issue. I'm really enjoying Luigi's walk cycle in fast motion. I think that's hilarious. Okay, so we check out the back door to the castle, and it's pretty interesting, so we're gonna see what's going on. Always gotta bonk paintings, because you never know. That one's tricky. Okay, so again, we're taken back outside, so we've got a couple things that take us right back to the outside of the castle now. So, undaunted, I believe I continue, and I'm just gonna go right back in the back door, see what else is there. I did promise a more systematic playthrough. I don't think I really achieved it here. Okay, we're gonna try left now. Okay, so left brings us to a classic warp pipe, and then I see, oh hey, what's this? The Princess Peach stained glass. That's kind of weird. So then, I go down, and it takes us to the Princess Peach stained glass room where you go into the secret slide. So now at least we know where that stained glass came from. Which then takes us down here, which takes us here, which takes us here. And then to this big birthday cake, maybe? I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. So I mess around here for quite a while. It's actually a really good thing I sped this up, because this is a lot of footage dedicated to not getting up on top of this thing. But that star just looked tremendous, so I had to at least give it the good college try. I eventually established that triple jump couldn't get up there, because you can't grab when you're spinning around. And as far as I could tell, there's no other way to get up there. I think I started even punching the walls to see if there was like a false wall or something. No luck. So, you know, I think I just fast travel out in the end, which I'm starting to get used to. Maybe there's going to be some, I don't know, change to this later. We can come back, check it out. Something will be different later, presumably. Okay, so it's time to start focusing on getting stars, because we need 10. Now, here I'm confused, because last time I went in this painting, it was a different level. And this is just the start of the mystery, which I become increasingly confused by in this this playthrough. So I think my first instinct was, okay, I see a penguin, that's, you know, our goal is to get that back to the mom, so let's try that. And with the penguin, you move extremely slow, by the way. So this is, despite being sped up, I don't know if you can tell, but you just move disgustingly slow. Okay, so I think I see the mom, and I realize there's no way I can get the penguin to her, so I just bail at, and I get that star. Alright, so now we go back to the castle, and I'm convinced I'm going to go give that another run. Maybe get the penguin there this time. And I find out I'm at a different level, despite going through the same actions. So here I'm super confused, because the first time I went in here, this is what it looked like. So to me, this is familiar. So I think I just decided to play this one out, since I'm here anyway. I'm gonna go check out the war pipe, I believe. So in all Mario games, you see something tall, you go climb it. So I think that's immediately what I'm going to go do. Yeah, you can see the star from here. Alright, so we climb this tower. This actually reminds me a lot of this one level from Banjo-Kazooie. Freezy Peaks, I think is what it was called. Alright, so we finish up there, and then... I'm not sure if this is where it happens. Okay, so yeah, I try to go back in. It's this level again. I'm not sure what to expect at this point, so I think I just do a little run-through? I think at some point I remembered that I had got the star on top of this place. So then I go back here to see if there's anything else. And I waste a bunch of time just doing nothing, exploring this. I think eventually I come to the conclusion that there's nothing else here. So I think, in general, I'm having a lot of fun playing this game, but I guess my one criticism is that some of the levels are humongous, and you spend a lot of time just like moving from point A to point B. Okay, so I think I finally concluded there's nothing else there. Now, I get back here and I say, wait a minute, this door has a 3 on it. This door didn't used to have a 3 on it. And indeed, it now leads to what looks like an identical version of the castle. So at this point, I'm super confused. Then I go, okay, this door has a 2 on it, and I don't think I can remember what number the door had on it. So I leave, come back in, now it's got a 1 on it. So I believe at this point I'm realizing that everything is not as it appears. So I think here I'm giving, bringing back the penguin to its mom another shot, and I think this time I'm more successful. However, it looks like that is not a feature of this game. So then I go in here, and I discover that it looks like it's the bottom of a slide. But with no hope of going up, I just leave. And then, bizarrely, I find that this star that I'd already gotten is no longer just a silhouette, and I can grab it again for another star. So now we're getting closer to our goal of 10, so I think at this point I'm just like, alright, let's press ahead, get 10 stars, see what happens. Okay, so I'm back in this one, I immediately fast travel out. I think I've just had enough of this. Yeah, so clearly I'm getting confused here, because now I'm in the 3. I think at this point I'm thinking, okay, so now I know there's 3 separate versions of this castle. And I'm realizing that there's probably going to be at least 3 separate versions of the levels behind these doors. So I'm like, okay, that's going to give us something to do. I discover that immediately that's not the case, because there's just no painting in that door. So I'm just checking out, like, hey, what's in the basement? What's over here? Alright, we find a level. This level looks good enough, so let's go ahead and get a star. See if we can still kill these eyeballs the same way. Didn't look like it. So then, at this point, I'm like, hey, wait a minute, this level looks familiar. And right as I say that, it switches back to the a more familiar version of this level. So I'm like, hey, this is the ice level, Chilly Mountain or whatever it's called. But then, as we progress through it, it seems to switch back and forth. Nevertheless, I get my star, and I'm happy to get out of there. So at this point, I'm getting used to the game throwing a bunch of weird stuff at me. And I'm beginning to adapt. I think at that point I was trying to see if I get into the side castles, which I think I decided to call V1, V2, V3. So here I'm messing around in this level again. I don't remember why. I choose to jump in the lava and just kill myself. So we can go back down here. Maybe make some more explorationary finds. And as you can see, the game is just so confusing. I've pretty much abandoned going at it systematically. Oh, one weird thing I should note that's not picked up on the audio is there's this weird whistling sound that sounds like some creature's taunting you when you go between the, what I call V3 to V2 of the castle. And it must be significant in some way, because I've heard it played elsewhere. Okay, so I think I'm just like, okay, well, let's get another star. Let's get to 10 stars. So I attempt to make a nice cannon shot here, and then realize that you actually can just fly, so I get the star pretty easily. Okay, so I say let's just give this another shot, see if we can get a star here. Let's ignore that first star on the left and just pretend we're going to play the level normally. Okay, so I get the 10th star. So now I've got a feeling. I'm like, wait, I think I know what Yoshi meant when he said they're gonna see the world shift right before our eyes. So I get ahead to look up, and indeed, just as I suspected, this is probably how you're intended to move between the V1, V2, V3 castle. So I think I'm relatively satisfied with the progress there.